Revelation Revealed, Part 4, Revelation 17, verses 6 through 8, the woman and the beast. Verse 6 reads, I saw that the woman was drunk with the blood of the saints, the blood of those who bore testimony to Jesus. Now, the woman, as I have said before, is the literal city of Babylon, which really is representative of the empire of Babylon, who the Antichrist takes over during the second half of the 7-year period known as the tribulation. Babylon, or those in charge of Babylon, eventually the Antichrist executes Christians because of their testimony of Jesus. We are in a world today that we are heading towards such horrible events. Christianity is not looked upon as it once was in years past. As a matter of fact, we are now being seen as in opposition to what the world wants to do. We see this in gay marriage and many other things. Here we see Babylon executing the saints. John continues, when I saw her, meaning the city of Babylon, I was greatly astonished. Then the angel said to me, why are you astonished? I will explain to you the mystery of the woman and the beast she rides, which has 7 heads and 10 horns. John was just astonished. You might ask, why was John so astonished? He lived in Ephesus. There was a lot of immorality in Ephesus. But listen, we're talking, and there was also a lot of execution of saints in Ephesus. But this is a massive execution of saints that the world has never seen up until this point in human history. This is one horrific time in history. Now the angel is going to explain to us who the woman is and who the beast is. Verse 8, the beast which you saw once was, now is not, and now will come up from the abyss and go to his destruction. Now, the beast is the Antichrist. We saw him in chapter 13, rising from the abyss. So this is what futurists believe. They believe prior to the incarnation of Satan into this man called the Antichrist, he rules and rules for the first half of the 7-year tribulation, and he eventually rules in Babylon. But remember, we've already noted that he had a fatal wound. So this is what the angel is saying. This beast, he once was, now isn't, but will be. Now isn't means he has died. Now this suggests to me, remember, I believe that John has been transported into the future when these events actually take place. He wasn't still in the past, in his day, watching the vision. He was actually transported into the future when these things were transpiring. So it appears to me that this part of the vision takes place the moment that the Antichrist receives his fatal wound. But he does rise from the dead. This tells me that the wound was really fatal. It wasn't just something that knocked him out unconscious. He actually died. That's what I believe. He actually died. He actually rose from the dead. This is Satan's attempt to duplicate the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ. The inhabitants of the earth, whose names have not been written in the book of life from the creation of the world, will be astonished when they see the beast, because he once was, now is not, and yet to come. They're astonished at his resurrection. Those people whose names were not written in the Lamb's Book of Life prior to creation, obviously, why wouldn't they be astonished to see a resurrection? Probably on the internet, CNN, and elsewhere. Their names weren't written in the Lamb's Book of Life at creation because God lives outside of our time and space domain. There is no past, present, or future with God. He is in a different space altogether. That's why our names can be written in the Lamb's Book of Life prior to creation.